There is a fantastic show playing in Boston right now. We're very fortunate Broadway in Boston brought it here. It's called Beautiful, the Carole King story. Wally and I have both seen the show, and it is spectacular.
Oh, isn't it fun? It's so good. And we have a couple of the cast members with us today. And should I do the introduction?
Sure, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, let me get all my bio information here. We have who stars as Barry Mann, songwriter in the show. Yep. It's Ben Frankhauser, and Cynthia Weil is Becky Gulsvig. She is here with us today. Welcome. Good to have you both with us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, it's a thrill because this show is awesome. And I tell everybody, you got to go see this. You got to go see this. And you two have a very prominent role in the show. It's really those two were friends with Carole King and her boyfriend, right? In the very beginning.
Yeah.
Eventually husband, yes. And what are the songs that you guys supposedly wrote in the show that we get to hear?
Now, Barry Mann
Allegedly,
wrote...
yeah.
Allegedly,
yes.
We were able to write songs like On Broadway.
Yes.
You've Lost That Lovin' Feeling.
Oh, my God.
Walking in the Rain.
Did you write Who Put the Bump in the Bump Shabomp Shabomp?
You better believe it.
Unbelievable. Lyrics were everything.
Oh, yeah. Smart song. Really smart. It asks a lot of questions. You know?
Who did this?
Yeah, all that.
Oh my God! So Becky, how long do you prepare for a role like this? I mean, how long before you actually do they say, okay, you got the job, and then the show opens? How much time does it take to get ready for something like this?
Well, technically, we rehearsed for about 4 weeks in New York, and then actually it was 3. It was supposed to be 4, and that was 3. And then we had a few weeks in Providence where we teched the show.
Oh.
And a vast majority of the cast was actually cast last year. They did a lot of the casting before they went and set the London company. So a lot of us had more notice than normal for this job. So we were able to do our own research and read and watch and things because it's sort of rare that you play real people that are still alive.
Right.
And so we were actually able to do our own kinds of research. But together we spent about 5-6 weeks.
God, it's unbelievable how you
know.
I mean, there's so much happening on stage in this show. It's like really amazing. The artwork and all of the moving around, and you got to go. Right. I assume that the show is similar to the one on Broadway, right? Same kind of.
Yeah, it's. Yes, it's incredibly similar. There's like one thing that doesn't move in our set that moves on Broadway.
Yeah.
Everything else is the same.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
And let's take everybody back in time and tell you the people that Carole King wrote hits for.
Yeah.
This will blow you away. Shirelles, Bobby Vee, Tony Orlando, Gene Pitney, Little Eva, Steve Lawrence, Gene McDaniels, Freddie Scott, the Chiffons, Betty Everett, Maxine Brown, Aretha Franklin, the Drifters, the Animals, Gladys Knight, the Monkees, the Partridge Family, Dolly Parton, Jeffrey Osborne, Bette Midler, Pointer Sisters, and then, of course, Carole King and the Tapestry album, which was just unbelievable. That was the #1 selling album in America, week after week after week after week. And the show showcases all of this stuff.
Yeah, it's really fun. Really is fun. Did you have something you wanted to ask?
Well, I want to know what it's like because before we were talking, you guys met Carole King last night because she saw the show. What is that like? And did you know that she was going to be there?
We had no idea that she was coming. It was a total surprise to us. After the show came down, our stage manager said, get out of costume and come back on stage for a special guest. And she showed up, and we were like, oh, we were just not expecting it. It was so humbling, and she was so gracious and so kind. And
patient. She took pictures with all of us.
She did pictures with all of us.
We were so excited.
Isn't she the nicest lady in the world?
The nicest.
Really.
Yeah. It was this goes kind of dating ourselves, but 33 years ago, we had her on the show with us. And she came in like real early in the morning. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning. And I said, hey, Carol, would you sing a song for us? And she said, well, what do you got in mind? I said, well, let's do a parody on It's Too Late, which was one of her huge hits. Right. That was from the Tapestry album. And so we had a karaoke CD, and it was right at the beginning of CDs. Well, as a matter of fact, would you like to hear a little bit of what she did for us?
Yes.
And it was she sang a song about Wally, and here's what it sounded like. So go ahead and hit this one.
Junk all morning just to pass the time. There's something wrong here, there can be no denying. One of us is changing, or maybe you just stop trying. And you're too fat, Wally, no, you're too fat, and you really don't look good naked. I think you're hot.
So that kind of gives you an idea.
I know, right? It's a little humiliating, but yet it's Carole King.
Yeah, it was Carole King, you know?
I'm so proud.
Yeah, always proud.
Now, you guys are very young, obviously. Do you have a newfound appreciation for these songs and sort of what they meant then and now? And do you like them? And do you find yourself humming them constantly? Or what do you think?
Absolutely.
It's fun. The good thing about this show, it's sort of like you're listening to the radio. I'm not tired
Yeah.
of it yet.
That's great.
Right.
Which I feel like with some shows, you love them, but you get a little tired and you don't want to listen to it. But the first couple weeks, everyone was taking videos. They'd be like in a mall and they'd hear one of the songs and they'd be playing. They'd like take a video of them like dancing. They're like, it's
That's
everywhere.
great. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it's
really.
fun, and it's nice to sort of rekindle that love of this music for other people, and you hear the audience literally talk back at you when the song starts, or they'll start
Yeah.
applauding or whooping in the middle of a song just because that's their song, and
Wow.
it's lovely.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, now how long's the run going to be here at the Opera House?
We're here for 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Fabulous. Tickets are available. You can go to BroadwayInBoston.com. You can also go to Ticketmaster. It's at the Opera House. It is a great show, just fantastic show, and it's the kind of show you go see and you say, I would like to go see that again. Don't
It's
you
also
agree,
the
Mark?
kind of show that you go see and you say to yourself, I have to tell everybody to go see
Yeah,
this.
yeah, really.
It's that good. Thank you so much, both of you, for
Thank you
being
for
here
having
today.
us.
Thank you for having
And
us.
thank you for doing this.
Yes, indeed.
It's our pleasure.
Good to know.